Then, if you want. Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Gavra, let me know in DMs if you can. Oh. Hey, the shoes. But oh. Okay. Hold on. Hello, hello everyone. Okay, apologies everyone, but my mic wasn't working, but I reset all my Discord settings and they worked. So great news there. We had some issues on Discord. Like Gavra, let me know still if it's cutting or not, but it can be cutting. But I'm gonna try my best to make it not cut. But anyway, apologies for that. But anyway, here are the qualifying results. So Bird Post actually got a grid penalty for that. So I'm gonna quickly just scroll into the chat. But hello everyone. Apologies for the very big delay, but we started with some people not rating up when asked, and then chaos happened, so we couldn't really do anything about it, unfortunately. But we are back now, and we're running as always. So today we've got the social race evaluation for this time today. Yeah, it's good now. Okay, great. So today we're gonna have we've just done a short qualifying, and now we're gonna have a Grand Prix. But yeah, everything's working now. Hi Sex, good to see you again. Yeah, thank you. Most of the time I was behind the wheel, but today I decided to pop in and commentate. But anyway, it's no formation lap. It's going to be instantly lights out, and away we go for this Grand Prix, as Shortbread is now going to lead off the line and get a very decent start, but Shortbread actually gets a very poor start, and Utilito actually takes the lead, but now Shortbread is trying to fight back on Terra Teddy onto Club now, and now someone has spun the back. That is, I believe, Capote, and now we've got a lot of drivers wheel to wheel, especially with Joshy in pursuit, who are wheel to wheel through the Wellington Straight, and now it's going to be possibly a move to the inside. Both Red Bulls are really close to each other, as now the Aston Martin has the inside line, and he's going to push that to the inside line, but now he's going to try and go and have a go with another Red Bull. So the Aston Martin dealing with two Red Bulls at the same time, but now the Red Bull behind John Jay has to back out, but now Pursuit is right behind Joshy's back, and now they bang wheels, I believe, but now throughout the outside of Cobbs, John keeps the wheel going, and now as you can see it's Chaos Bird post out from second to fifth, but now he's going to try and make up some ground here, which has been lost crucially for him, but at the moment everyone's gone to the good start. That's my AI, by the way, because I didn't press spectate and I was just dealing with everything, set up stream, etc. But yeah, that's me. Look at me going absolutely amazing. Anyway, oh, that's someone Terra Teddy. That's Terra Teddy spinning, and that's going to lose him a lot of positions. And as always in these evaluation races, there's only 10 spots for people to qualify, as now as you can see that's Bird Post loading in. Can he get the move done at the first corner? That is very cool, just after the Hamilton Straight. But that is Joshing down to P4, but now Pursuit is fighting for P5. This is great racing for the top, especially on the top, but now Joshing fighting back on the inside of Club, and now onto the Wellington Straight we go, and it's going to be a drag race down into Lovefield now, as I've completely forgot the corners, but now through Lovefield we go. The Ferrari of Niek goes round the outside through Lovefield, a woodcut now, as you can see. It's really, as there's contact between the pair of them, and the Aston Martin goes off, and that is not going to help us. Myself going to P7, and FRV Ricky goes up to P7, overtaking myself. But anyway, that is a very crazy start to the race. Josh Singh just got past Pursuit as well, so Pursuit's tyres may have gone down in overall temperature, but as you can see, Josh Singh, as my words have gone absolutely everywhere, as now as you can see, Pursuit is all over the back of the Alpine, and now he's going to try and go for a slipstream potentially, but as you can see, the Alpine is not going to fight. I don't know what happened, but to be honest, in that collision, I think there was just a bit of an issue overall. But anyway, now we've got Finn overtaking, which I'm not going to say because it's not as... I was going to say Mike, but I'm not going to say the full name because, of course, it's just, yeah, I'm not going to go into context with that. But anyway, myself in P8, Gavra, I should be going into the qualification now. That already. I'm losing 2/10 each corner. Anyway, DRS is now enabled, but our Pursuit is behind. As I'm going to quickly go on to the tyre compound. So there's only 5 drivers with the medium compound tyre. Terra Teddy has retired, and that's going to be the end of his chances, as Prestige Ashraf as well has left, as retired, but now Joker gets overtaken by the McLaren of Red Ox, and where Heads, his teammate, is around 1.5 seconds behind the race leader, who had a great start, Utilito. I believe he's an Italian, because it's got, I'm not sure, but I'm not going to go on that. I'm not sure, but I think it's just because like the contact physics are just trash. Like, there's just absolute bad, like, so bad. I hate it myself, because like the little taps you can get you a big spin, and that's gonna lose you time. But now throughout this time, Shortbread has been gaining on Utilito, so quite interesting to see. But let's see what will happen with this. But it's gonna be quite interesting to see what can Shortbread do here. But it's gonna be interesting. As now Shortbread is just, I believe he's just about clocked into the DRS zone of Utility. So now we're going to see a potential battle for the lead here. And now Utilito is going to try and push. And as you can see, Utilito's got no battery in the back of the Alfa Romeo. Now he's going to have to rely on his raw pace now. Shortbread is going to be closing in very quickly now. As you can see, Shortbread pushing in the McLaren through Lovefield. As hello to everybody in the chat. Martin, Brancar, Shortbread as well. And everybody in the chat. As now Jossing is currently P11, so currently Redox is on the outside boundaries of qualification. I'm still P8, so I'm very impressed with myself. As you can see, now Gratisman is catching. But yeah, next, now there's going to be a big fight, but now look at Shortbread, he's all over Utility. Now it's going to be side by side through the hangar straight, and Shortbread takes it on straight line speed, blasts through the Alfa Romeo driver, takes the lead of the British Grand Prix in his home soil. That is a nice move from Shortbread. Very simple and very clean from the British driver, as now he goes up to P1, and now he's going to try and control the pace from him. And now Utilita's job here is to stay in that DRS zone, because it's going to be crucial for his ERS as well, hence his overall position. Of course, position is not really crucial, as there's two DRS zones around the circuit. One is just where we're going right now, and then the other one's at the hangar straight, where a French Lizard is now just passed. So as you can see, Utilito now really trying to get down straight line speed. No battery at all. Shortbread does have some battery at the back, but yeah, good battle for P1. Very short, but very, very quick as well. So Utilito still staying at the back of the Alfa Romeo. And now Niek is now looking for a move on Joshi. Joshi is all over at Niek's back, and now as you can see, Niek is he going to try and go for a very, very daring move into Cobbs, but Joshi instantly says no thank you. And look at the battery he's got 80%. And now look at Niek, he's gone back onto the track. Joshi has come back onto the track, and the curbs have not really done him a job there, and now he can lose 2 positions in a whole section, as he has, and he has nearly spun and nearly lost it, and he's just kept it on the line. As now Utilito goes into the pits, as well as Shortbread. As you can see, Shortbread took it really safe into the pits, hence Utilito has not. So now we could see a big gap difference here, as now Joel J is going to take the lead of the race because of him being on the medium compounder tyres. So it's going to be quite interesting. Let me know, Gavra, if my mic is still going alright, but hopefully it is though. But Jossie gets a 5-second time penalty for an incident in the pit lane. As ooh, that's a Williams with no front wing. Hold on, I just saw a Williams with no front wing. I think that's that's Alpha 1 tab with a front wing changed by the Williams pit crew, as now they get the wing changed and his tyres onto the medium compounder tyre he goes. And now this is going to be quite crucial. So we've got Pursuit here, who's currently P5, and we've got Finn, who's on 5 laps, and then Shortbread just behind. So could we see maybe a potential big battle here because of traffic ahead? Of course, Shortbread is closing in on Finn, but that's actually Shortbread is going to try and close that gap as much as possible, because he doesn't want to get held up by this traffic up ahead. But Utilito is kind of finding pace on these medium tyres now. As you can see, he's around 7/10 behind the McLaren driver. Now it's 8/10. So now if Utilito wants to get that DRS, he needs to get in now, because he is losing that gap, and Shortbread is closing in here. So now as you can see, Utilito is having that DRS and he's gaining, but he's not gaining as much as he wants. As you can see, over 199 miles an hour for the Alfa Romeo drive. As you can see, it's around 7/10, so it is close, but I'm not sure if he can maybe go for a move in the foreseeable future. But as you can see, he's drained all his battery. Shortbread still has a kind of a good amount of percentage, so it could be very close. It could depend on who will make a mistake, but their post is setting the lap times to its maximum, setting a 129.9 into the 129s. He goes, as now I'm going to quickly check if My battery's okay. Yep, it was alright. I'm gonna quickly just turn down the brightness so my laptop doesn't go off charge. But best esport league in Europe. It never know. 2,000 members I believe we have in the server, so maybe you never know. Anyway, lap 7 in this race, it's gone absolutely quick. He has now, as see, someone's gone off the pit lane. So Williams, I think that's Alpha 1 tab. I think he retired in the pit lane, but in a quite of a weird place. And now it's been clear George is still leading this Grand Prix in the mediums. Finn is now, as you can see, Shortbread has now catched up to Finn, so now Shortbread has to pass him right this moment. As you can see, Finn is kind of defending, I think. Let's see, is he going to defend? Shortbread goes to the inside and takes the move, but as you can see, look at Finn, he's attacking him, I believe, but he goes into the pits actually, as now Shortbread has built a gap. It was on 5/10, now it's 7/10, so that kind of helped the McLaren driver who's on his way for his potential first win. But Berg Post, he is gaining on these on this pack, I should say. But now the gap has opened to 1.2 seconds. So if Utilita wants to get this win, he needs to get some pace in, and that's actually someone beached on the curb. Capote, he can't move. That's him done and done and done. He can't do anything. He's beached on the curb, and that is not as pleasant as he wants to have of a race, and that is going to force him to retire from the British Grand Prix. As now Finn, that Mercedes looking just sitting there beached on that curb. As I'm going to quickly get a bit of a better insight with the Alfa Romeo Ricky, as you can see, just beached on that curb. He can't move. Let's go see Josh Singh's camera. He's just beached on the curb. But I'm going to quickly look at the stream. As now Mike is behind Josh Singh. So I'm going to quickly look at that battle. Actually, as I thought someone was spun into left field. Josh gets a penalty though, 3 seconds. And loads of people getting penalties all left, right and centre. But now as you can see, Mike is really, really close behind Josh Singh here. Josh Singh is going to try and defend here, but as you can see, there's no gap pretty much. They're really close to each other. Finn is all over the back of Pursuit, and now this is the battle for qualification here. Finn has got the medium and the soft tyres, and he's spun, and that was a very weird spin, and now that is not great news for him. Just on the verge of qualification, he spins really weirdly, and that's brought out a safety car. So we have a safety car in the dying laps of this Grand Prix. Are anyone gonna pit? As George actually pit at the perfect time, I think. As now Capote gets finally disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. So that kind of took a long time for the game to disqualify the driver, as now he retires, becomes one of the retirees, one of the 4 actual retirees in this Grand Prix. So yeah, quite crazy start. I must say, a lot of action, a lot of entertainment. But now we've got only 6 laps left in this British Grand Prix. So tomorrow, this is the evaluation. This is not the Grand Prix itself, because that would just be a bit boring and not exciting at all. But tomorrow will be a qualifying. I think, I don't know if it's full quali or if it's short qualifying. I think it's going to be qualifying, and then it's going to head on to a 50% race of 26 laps around this circuit. So it's going to be interesting. Of course, there's a lot of quick drivers on the grid. Not sure if I'm going to get pole myself, because a lot of people say I'm going to get pole, etc. Of course, you've got Russell Biffin, who's one of the quickest drivers I've seen, as well as Shawbread as well. He can be quick and dangerous, and also these drivers as well. So nobody pitting at the moment. George can win this. That penalty's going to say no, absolutely not. because he has a 8-second time penalty in total. So he must have picked up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane and then a penalty for track limit. So that the chances of him getting the win is going to be very slim. But he can fight for some points definitely, and for a qualification, because loads of other drivers outside himself do have penalties. So never know what can happen in the end of this Grand Prix. Now it's gonna be quite interesting. Utilito has another shot of the cherry, another bite of the cherry I should say, for himself, and now everyone who is very close to the top 10 will try and push themselves to the limit to get a chance of getting that top 10. Of course, FRV Ricky closes that. I'm still top. I'm still 8th. Like, my AI is just different. My AI just hits different, man. Like, that is me. I got a red helmet, especially prepared for this Grand Prix because it is my home race as well. I'm British, I'm Welsh myself, but Wales is a part of the UK, so or Britain if you want to say. But yeah, it is a part of myself. But now hopefully I can stay in the top 10, but very doubt it. Fairly doubt it. I will really doubt that I will get into the top 10. If I do again, then I'll get double qualification. I'll be the first ever Gavra racing driver to double qualify at the same time. So I'm already in for the race tomorrow because I don't think it depends on if you're quick or not. I think it just depends whoever signs first gets through, and whoever doesn't sign, then they have to do the evaluation race. I'm not sure how it goes. I don't know if it's just new drivers itself, but we're still in the safety car, so it's going to be 2 lap of racing, so no DRS here, so it's going to be pure straight line speed. The aerodynamics, everything will come into play here on these final 2 laps. It's going to pretty much be a sprint race to the line, but we'll see who will become winner. As you can see, Bird Post is quick. We've seen in qualifying he has been downgraded to I think it was P7 or P6 at the start because he has collided with someone. Shortbread can win this one. Yes, he can win this. He has track position. He has the tyres. He has the battery, like everyone else. So that's quite an obvious thing. Yeah, it's very, very good. Very good to see that a lot of drivers are competing for the win here. But yeah, Shortbread can win this Grand Prix. I can certainly agree he can, but of course anything can happen in these last 2 laps. Some drivers on the top can go to the back, some drivers in the middle can go to the front. Anything can happen here, and there's going to be a lot of impatience, I should say, in these last laps, because of course 2 laps is not a lot of time to get these moves in, and of course a lot of people are going to be impatient, hence which will result in a lot of collisions and contact. So hopefully that will not happen. Hopefully everyone will drive clean and nice. As always, this is a league race. Even if it's not a league race, it's not a league. Like Super League, for example. This still counts as a league race, kind of. Because it's in a league. So of course a social race kind of counts like a league race if it's like the proper version. So. Yeah, but anyway, enough for that. We're going to be now starting the race once again. Now Shortbread is going to be the de facto safety car. He's going to decide when to go, when to warm up the tyres. He's going to make sure those tyres are nicely prepared so he can brush off in the distance. Pursuit is restart master. Okay then. Martin giving us some enthusiasm there, but let's see, can Pursuit maybe get up there? He has been in an incident with a Ferrari, who is in P5, but we're back in racing, ladies and gentlemen. And now, as you can see, Shortbread has kind of caught Utilito napping, and now Shortbread is going to give it everything. Everybody's going to give it everything. Joe J has those fresh tyres, but he spins in immediate effect, and now he's going to go into the gravel trap, and that is not going to help. I think it's just the tyres. Just burned down on someone else in the background as well. I think that was Redox. Flashed off in the distance, but now we've got to look at the top because look at Bert, he's all over the back of Tilito as well as Tilito on Shortbread, so it's close. It's a close one for the win, but Pursuit has gained some positions. But as you can see, it's going to be as Joshy, and that's Gratisman going on the gravel, and he spins. It's not great news, and that's not going to help him. So really now Mike is up to P10 now with this. There's one more lap to go, and now Pursuit is going to try and get another position from P9 to P6. And as the thing, Martin has proved us right, and as you can see, he's doing great. Now Joshy is the next one lined up, as now Finn gets a penalty, but now it's going to be three more chances, I think. Yeah, 3 more chances, but now Pursuit is giving it everything on the racetrack, and I mean that. As you can see, goes a bit wide. I think just about avoided track limits, but on the last lap now, we go on to the last lap. Shortbread starts the final lap for this British Grand Prix. It's been crazy, as now Gratis with a spun again, so it's gone from bad to worse for the Haas driver, as now we've got to focus on this lap, because anything can happen in these final stages, these final few corners. You have to give it everything. You have to give it everything on the track here. If your bird post or if your utility or shortbread not these warnings, everything's got to be thrown on the track in this final lap. Otherwise, it's not going to be given to you. But shortbread is handling it nicely. He is going well in this final lap through now the through left field and Woodcut. Now we go, as you can see, Utilito is closing in. Utilito is using all of his battery, humanly possible, as Mike has collided. I think he has spun there as left field, but now through this main straight, anything could possibly happen. I've been saying this so many times, but I'm telling you, pretty much. As Bird Post gets a penalty. Bird Post gets a penalty. No, as that is not great news. But now Shortbread is clear. He's 8/10, and the man who is from Britain, he is a champion in the weekend league. Now he comes to the line to win his first ever evaluation race. He doesn't go to evaluation race that much, but he becomes an evaluation race winner, and he sets the fastest lap as well to set it all off. As that is an amazing race from Shortbread. What a race from Shortbread. Great job from him. Utilito, nice job from him as well. I got P6. That is amazing. Of course, whoever is 11th, so Josh does get to qualify because of course I'm 6th. But yeah, but I got 6th. I'm proud of that. I am proud. I'm proud of my AI. You done me well, AI. Thank you. The first time I actually made an AI. No, the other AIs are good, but just don't talk about them a lot. But anyway, that is the race. We're gonna quickly just run down tomorrow and also the results for today. But thank you everyone for watching at the moment. But yeah, everyone's just got to cross the line as our gratis man is gonna cross the line. He was in the top 10, but just couldn't manage it at the end, and it's going to be not going to be the best day for him in the office, I could say. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm spectating myself because everyone readied up when nobody told themselves to, but yeah, then I appeared in AlphaTauri and I got myself P6, which I'm proud of. I got from 16th to 6th. It's just monstrous. That's what we call a masterpiece. I was wondering how you could say. Oh, no, I wasn't driving. I was not driving. If I was driving and spectating, that would be actually quite cool. Being honest, it would be quite cool. Yeah, they were quick. I can't lie. They were quick. But yeah, congrats Nick for the podium. But anyway, let's quickly run through this race. So, Shortbread takes the race win and does get himself a qualified spot as well as the fastest lap. So, couldn't be any better than for Shortbread himself. As now going to quickly make sure we have thing. But anyway, now let's start going through the race. So Shortbread takes the win after an amazing And after an amazing statement from him on the racetrack, so Utilito for the Italian does take second. The Alfa Romeo done really well as Nyek from 11th takes number 3rd on the podium, and he completes the podium classification with third post P4 after that penalty on the last lap. Which definitely didn't make him really happy. Joshy takes 5th, myself gets 6th after my AI just done on that statement. A driver of the day in my opinion. Finn takes 7th, but originally it would be Finn takes 6th, FRV 7th, Pursuit 8th, Joker 9th, and then Jossing 10th. And then closing out the grid, we've got Red Docs, Joel J, Gratis Man, who finishes off the drivers who finish, and then Mike, a French Lizard, I think, a French Lizard, Alpha 1 tab, and then Prestige, Terra Teddy, and Terra Teddy, Prestige, Shrav, and then Capote or retiring, and Capote got disqualified because of him actually getting the beach on the curb, which was quite interesting to see. But yeah, congratulations to everyone for qualifying. So top 10 will qualify. So from Shortbread to Jossing will be qualifying for the race. Congratulations everyone for qualifying. So but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It kind of gives me some data as well to look at as well to see what the times are. But yeah, I can do quite good, hopefully. Of course I just need to quickly just revise some parts of my setup and etc. But yeah, you know how this game is. So yeah, if it was on reduced, then I'm not sure how it would be. I don't know. It was on low and stable. They're no problem. But anyway, I think that's everything for now. So tomorrow, so at 8 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock European, we will be streaming. I'm not sure if there's any commentary, because if it was commentary, I would probably commentate it myself, but I'm driving tomorrow, so of course I can't drive and commentate at the same time, because otherwise I will not be focused. And also lose my energy, which I want to get my energy into the race. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and it's been a great one. It's been one of the best evaluation races I've actually commentated ever in Gavra racing. It's been quite a ride, but thanks everyone for joining and watching the stream, and see you everybody for tomorrow, which is going to be the main race, and whoever wins race will become social event winner as well as the team as well. So yeah, anything can happen. We'll see what happens. Thank you everyone, and see you tomorrow, and good luck for some drivers who are racing with tomorrow. See you everyone.